Hello, I'm Hattie Fawcett, founder of Focus for Business and part of the team who run the 90 Days to Equity Investment programme. I'm here to explain how the programme works and what you can expect when you join the programme. Raising investment is time consuming and becomes a distraction from running and growing your business. Without a clear process, founders often spend months having polite investor conversations that go nowhere. They pitch too early, speak to the wrong investors, struggle to justify their valuation, and lose momentum. Our program takes a step-by-step approach, and by the end of 90 days, you will have turned fundraising from a vague, stressful task into a structured campaign with investor-ready documents, a targeted investor list, valuation evidence, pitch practice, investor feedback, and a clear plan to negotiate and close your funding round. And all this while still leaving time to run your business. We do not guarantee investment, but 3 out of 4 graduates get the funding outcome that is right for them, whether that's raising investment, securing alternative funding, or realizing they need to build more traction before approaching investors. The program is in 3 sprints, each delivered by an expert facilitator who has raised early stage investment themselves and knows what investors look for. Most founders approach investors before their pitch decks, forecast, and valuation are ready. Sprint 1 fixes that. We prepare a range of pitch decks, forecast, valuation, and a valuation justification. You'll have everything you need to apply for SEIS or EIS Advanced Assurance if you haven't already done so. We'll also put you through an independent investability assessment so you know you are ready to raise. Many founders tell us that they find it hard to find investors. Well, Sprint 2 of our program shows you how to run a funding campaign so that you find and attract the right investors. You'll identify the right investors for your business by creating a target investor profile. You'll be given a hit list of investors who back businesses like yours and tools to build out that initial list. We teach you a process for finding investors, reaching out to them in a way that gets their attention and secures meetings. We also run a pitch day where everyone pitches to real investors. You'll experience what it's like to answer investor questions and receive detailed feedback on your deck, all in a safe and supportive space. If you haven't closed a funding round before, you probably don't know how to negotiate and close a deal with investors. You may not know how to value your business, or you may worry about embarrassing yourself in front of investors. Sprint 3 shows you how to negotiate and close the deal. We use a 3-step proprietary valuation process that gives you the evidence to justify your valuation. Our partners help you prepare the legal paperwork you'll need, and you'll have everything you need to negotiate and close the deal. With the support of our program, you'll have all the documents investors expect to see, be securing meetings with investors, and feel confident in managing investors' questions. You'll have everything you need to successfully close a funding round. Our program is structured to give you focus. We use a methodology, the key to unlocking investment, that focuses your effort on the things that really matter most to secure funding. The program has a weekly cadence. Each week you'll attend a live online workshop which focuses on one important aspect of raising investment each week. After the weekly workshop, you're given an assignment. That gets you in action, preparing your investment documents that you're going to need without procrastination. We keep you accountable for making progress. Each assignment is reviewed by a specialist mentor at the start of the next weekly workshop. It's important to attend so you receive their feedback. And we match you specifically with a different mentor for each assignment. This means you hear a wide range of perspectives and gather lots of feedback so that you understand what investors focus on and improve your documents accordingly. It's all very iterative and confidence building. Now, many founders underestimate the detail that investors require. This is particularly true of the financial forecast. Some founders just apply random percentage increases to show monthly growth, or they might fail to show the activities that drive growth or how the team builds over time. We give you a financial forecast template that investors love and which makes it easy for you to provide the detail investors require. One investor, the British Design Fund, said it was the most detailed, most thorough approach to forecasting they had seen, and as a result, they became a lead investor in one startup who used our template. Founders can worry about the questions investors are going to ask about their forecast, which is why everyone on our program has a one-to-one with one of our forecast mentors who tests assumptions, offers feedback on speed of growth, and is proactive in exploring how you could get to profitability quicker. I've seen pitch decks that don't contain a valuation. Now, I know many founders worry about how to value your business, and you might avoid doing it. However, investors won't take you seriously if you don't provide a valuation. You want to be sure you're not undervaluing your business, but also that your valuation isn't out of kilter with investors' expectations. If it is, they may not even agree to meet you. So we teach a 3-step proprietary valuation process to not only ensure you have a credible valuation, but that you have the evidence to support a negotiation with investors. What makes 90 days to equity investment different from accelerators is the way you receive feedback and advice from a wide range of specialist mentors, over 100 in fact. You don't get generic advice. Each week you are matched with a specialist mentor, someone who understands your sector, your growth challenge, your funding gaps. And by speaking to our mentors, you become confident in presenting and in answering investors' questions. Once you've completed all your assignments, you'll have greater self-awareness and you can ask for additional support in areas where you may feel less confident. By booking one-to-one sessions with our mentors, you gain extra support to build your skills and confidence. Our mentors are brilliant. And it's not just me saying that. The FT ranked our program number 13 in Europe for the quality of mentoring in its 2026 report, Startup Hubs in Europe. It's no surprise that many founders continue working with our mentors beyond the program, involving them as fractional team members or advisory board members. Joining 90 days to equity investment does require a time commitment on your part. This is a done with you program. To be successful, you will need to ring fence between 6 to 8 hours a week. You'll need to attend a weekly workshop live over Zoom, usually an hour and a half over lunchtime between 1 to 2:30. You'll be asked to complete a weekly assignment between sprints 1 and 2 that usually will take 4 to 6 hours across the week, depending how much you have already prepared. We ask you to prioritize attendance at the weekly workshop. This is where we introduce the main content, the things that you must focus on to secure funding. If you're not there, you won't know what they are. It's also your opportunity to ask questions of our expert facilitators. Most importantly, it's where you get the feedback from our specialist mentors. There is a recording for you to revisit sessions, and if you have to miss one, you can catch up via the recording. Co-founders can attend within the program fee so that you can share the workload. This is a paid program for founders who are ready to invest their time and money to successfully raise investment. We're not an accelerator and we don't take equity in your business, nor are we a broker making introductions on a fee basis. We run the program on average every other month between September and May. As I've said, we don't guarantee investment, but 3 out of 4 graduates get the funding outcome that is right for them. If you want to apply for 90 days to equity investment, we need to check you're at the right stage to join the program. To apply, we ask you to complete our benchmark assessment. And to give yourself the best chance, we recommend you watch the video How to Complete the Benchmark Assessment, and the link is in the comments, before you complete the assessment. Then, having completed the benchmark assessment, if you want to be considered for a place on our next program, please book a funding review call where we will go through your application, and if we both agree it's a good fit, we will offer you a place on the programme. I look forward to welcoming you onto the programme and supporting you in raising equity investment.